To me, I value relationships. I value people. And the Bible is made up of relationships with man and God. In the book of Genesis, he gives a story of creation. God begins to create the earth in 6 days. On the seventh day, God rests. But it all started off well in the garden. Adam and God creates Eve. Adam is working in the garden, and then all of a sudden God sees Adam's hard work, and he blesses Adam with a gift, and that gift is Eve, his wife, and she becomes a helpmeet to him, or an aid to Adam. And so Adam embraces that, and thank God for it. But somewhere in the story between Genesis 3 and 4, we see here that there was an adversary in the garden. There's a villain in the garden. It's called the devil. Somebody said the devil. The devil is not for you. He is not for you. He is your adversary. And so we see in the story that the serpent beguiles Eve. And the story ends in Genesis 3 of a tragic end where man fall from grace. And now man has entered into the dispensation of conscience. They were first in the dispensation of innocence, but now man is conscious of sin. He realized when God called Adam, said, Adam, where are you? And Adam said, Lord, we hid ourselves. We was naked, and we hid ourselves, and we clothed ourselves with fig leaves. And it wasn't adequate enough. What Adam had on wasn't adequate. Someone said not adequate. It wasn't adequate. So the Bible says that God clothed them with animal skin. It is not your self-righteousness that can clothe you. It's not your ability. Understand, it's got to be God's righteousness and God's holiness that covers you. Somebody clap your hands to the Lord. And so we see here that number one, Eve beguiled by the devil, and all of a sudden you begin to look and you see that in Genesis 3 that man falls from grace. But God in his divine providence, understand in Genesis 3 and 15, he said, I will put enmity between thy seed and her seed. He was talking about Calvary. God gave man a plan to redeem himself. God always give us a way of escape. Always. God never leave us out there to drown. It's amazing, even though God doesn't like our sin, he gives us a way of escape. He gives us an out. That we don't have to continue down the same road. We can get on the right road. Somebody say the right road. We can get on the right track. Somebody say I can start over.